Competitive basketball. Competitive basketball. Is that too much to ask for? Or are we just 6 nights out of the 7 in the playoffs is going to get random massive blowouts for each game? Come on, man. So annoying. First game blowout, second game blowout. Second game, even bigger of a blowout. Starters didn't even touch the court in the fourth quarter. I come back to watch the Lakers and Warriors game, and I turn on my TV second quarter. I'm like, all right, let's see how LeBron James did. Or let's see how LeBron James doing with his points. Check my phone or see a little thing on the TV. First career playoff game, LeBron James does not attempt a field goal. Like, how is that even possible? But he was clearly going to go over. He had 21 through 3 quarters. Doesn't touch the court in the fourth. I also had Draymond over assists, who was very easily on pace to go over 2. Massive foul trouble, plus the blowout. It's like, again, sometimes you can only laugh, right? So can we get competitive basketball games tomorrow? Please? Like, it's not too much to ask for. Or you just take every under in the board and you win $1 million. Because if you have been doing that like the last 4 days besides yesterday, you'd be winning all the money. Because every game just turned into a massive blowout. And it's not like these games are like, one team's like huge favorites. These games are just not competitive. I want to watch competitive basketball. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Yes, I am tilted. I want to watch competitive playoff basketball. But let's talk about these 2 player props. First, though, the sponsor of the video is No House Advantage. If you guys are not on No House Advantage, you can use the code DKDFS for 100% match up to $100. It is linked down below. There's a few different ways you can play. You can play versus the house, or you can play pick'em style. Slightly different payout structures as well. Like a 2-pick flex wins you, or 2-pick power play wins you 3.2x, 3-pick 6x, 4-pick 11x, 5-pick 21x. So if you guys are not on No Advantage, make sure to do so. They also had a free square today with LeBron James. Again, take advantage of that free money. And if you're looking for more in-depth content or more plays, you can always check out my Patreon linked down below. Okay, so let's talk about these 2 plays. Like I said, looking at the Vegas odds, we got a 2.5 point spread and a 2.5 point spread. Please, no blowouts. I just want competitive basketball. So the first one I'm going to look to is a points prop, and it's going to be one for a guy that got into random foul trouble last game and lost a good chunk of minutes, and that's Tobias Harris at 13.5 points. So if you take a look at last game and just look at his stats, you might be a little bit worried about only 25 minutes. Don't be worried, right? He picked up 3 quick ones in the first half, barely played. In a competitive game, you should see probably mid-30s minutes from Tobias Harris. On the season, he's averaging about 15 points per game, and since it's the playoffs, and you should be able to expect a little bit more run from Tobias, I think there's a chance he could push for the high 30s minutes if he's playing well. And if you take a look at the points prop for Philadelphia, you got Tobias Harris, 13.5. The juice is on the over at -125. So, assuming he doesn't get in random foul trouble and plays his mid to high 30s minutes, I think we have a pretty good shot to hit this. So we're going to take more than 13.5 points for Tobias Harris as the first pick. And the second pick we're going to look to is going to be a points plus assist prop. And this is for a guy that's really been carrying his team so far in the playoffs. It's going to be Devin Booker. Booker's been playing out of his mind. There's still no Chris Paul. And with Chris Paul off the court last game, you saw a pretty significant assist bump for Devin Booker. I was also looking at the Nuggets. Wild that Jokic had 26 potential assists last game. But Devin Booker had 18 potential assists last game. So if you look at him as opposed to like Payne and KD, you can see that Devin Booker was clearly the guy doing most of the playmaking last game. So if you take a look, his assist prop's at 8, his points prop is at 30.5. But we're going to take his over points plus assist prop. Again, must-win game. The Suns cannot go down 3-1 coming back to Denver. So you're going to see every minute you possibly can from D-Book. He played 42 minutes last game, dealt with a little bit of foul trouble. I think he probably plays like 45 minutes tonight. He's getting a massive amount of shots, up 29, 25 shots last two games. Again, Chris Paul off the court, just a little bit more usage for him as well. So we're going to take more than 39.5 points plus assists as the second pick for Devin Booker. If you take a look at player combos and you go over to points plus assists for D-Book, you can see that the juice is on his over slightly at -120. So again, do or die time here for Phoenix. A lot of ball handling, more ball handling for Booker. Already getting an insane amount of shots up. That's me pick number 2. More than 39.5 points plus assists. So I really appreciate you guys for watching. As always, fingers crossed we can get competitive basketball, close games, no random blowouts. Please. Just want to watch good basketball, man. Just want to watch good basketball. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good night, guys. Remember, games start a little bit early. The Philadelphia and Boston game starts at 2:30 Central, so make sure you remember that. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next one.